Hello chatbox out there, I hope you've all had a lovely start to your week. Today in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about what I got to on my first day back at college. I hope you've all had a great start to your week. If you're at work or back at school, or some of you may have had an inset day today, I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you've had a fab day. Yesterday, my older sister played rugby, as you know from my previous vlog, and we went and watched her game. It rained a bit, but that's all part of the fun, and I find playing rugby in the rain gives you more adrenaline and gives you more of an adrenaline boost. And they lost, but they did a cracking game, and it was just so much fun. Then we got back, and my sister's teammate and her husband and her children came over for tea. So there was 14 of us having tea, and we had a chicken curry, and it was delicious. And my sister's mate's husband has the same name as me. He said I had lovely eyes and was very attractive. It must be a Dan thing because he's also called Dan. And his children and his wife's children were lovely, and they loved Harvey, our dog, and played out in the garden with him. And I showed my sister's mate's daughter my doll room, and her eyes literally lit up. And I said, I'll go through my doll box, and if I have any dolls that I don't want anymore, I shall give them to her. And we've been invited to a barbecue in a few weeks' time there, so fingers crossed the weather brightens up right there, so it's going to be good. And yeah, we all got on really well, and it was so much fun. And they went off home, and we watched last night's and the nights before's X Factor, and I watched ITV Victoria and got my stuff ready for college. Then today I got ready for the day ahead and had a refreshing shower and some breakfast and got my stuff ready. My younger brother and my younger sister and my dad and my older sister were all at work. My older brother's back in uni now, and so it's just me and my mum home. And my mum was asleep, so I went in and said goodbye to her and locked her and got the bus to college. I got to college and got taken to where we're going to be for the week. And then we sat down and just chatted for a bit, and then we were taken to the hall where our head teacher of our college talked to us for a bit and showed us some videos and stuff. And then we made our way back to our classroom, and we did some sheet work and some computer work, and we're trying to sort out our passwords, but they weren't working to let us into our accounts on our computers. Finally, they got sorted out. Then we were break, and I went off to the shops, and I got some jelly beans and a orange Lucozade that tasted like pea, and I was like, what the hell is this? Then I got back, and we did some more computer work. Then we had lunch. I only called home twice a day, once at lunchtime and once on the way home from college. So I done really well with my anxiety and stuff. And it was so much fun. I texted my mum a bit about what I was doing today, but other than that, I didn't really text. I was just so busy. I had so much fun. And then I had my lunch, and I went to the factory and had my lunch there and chatted with my mates and went and drew. And most of them we went for a walk around the college and just looked around and stuff. The weather was a bit gloomy to start with, but then it brightened up throughout the day. That's why I'm boiling hot in this jumper, but this jumper is so nice, and I haven't worn it in such a long time. Love this jumper. And then we made our way back to our afternoon lessons, and we did some sheet work, and we had a face, like a empty face on a bit of paper, and we had to write things that we like about ourselves and we don't like about ourselves, and things that we like and we don't like. It was really fun. Then we had an afternoon break, and I went to the factory and just rested and chatted with my mates and had the last of my jelly beans and my Lucozade, and it actually tasted a lot better as I tasted it. It began not to taste as pea anymore, and it was all right. I needed it because it's been quite humid today. And then we went back to lessons, finished off our sheet work, and we did some assessments to see what class we'd be in, or like what set we'd be in for English and Maths. Then we played this game where we had to roll the dice, and then there was a number, and there'd be like things like written down like, in 10 years time I will be and all this lot, and you have to say things like that, like what's your favourite colour and all this lot, and it was really fun. Then it was the end of the day, finally, so we made our way to the bus stop, but the bus stop Zebra Crossing that we normally use isn't in use at the moment because of the roadworks. So we had to walk all the way down the road and get the zebra crossing across and walk all the way back up the hill. So it's a bit of a nuisance, but I managed to get there in time and get on the bus, and I made my way home. On the bus, my bus mate's sister was there, so we had a good catch up, and then I made my way home. I'm home now, finally. I'm going to probably go to sleep because I'm literally knackered. I've had such a good day, I'm in such a good mood. I've met and made and done some great things, and I can't wait for this year's course because it's so much fun. The tutor had to get me for doodling while my computer was loading, so it was a bit annoying, and she had to get me for being late, even though this guy who annoys me a lot is on my course, but I'm getting used to it now because you just need to know how to deal with him. Was later than me, yet I got in more trouble. I was like, what the hell? But I suppose you just gotta grin and bear it. But yeah, she's alright. It's just a bit awkward because when I first met her, she took me to my place it was going to be. I was a bit nervous anyway, and I was trying to break the ice, and she was just there like with a stern face. I was like, okay, awkward, but she's lovely and she's a great teacher. And then there's another guy helping us, and he's really nice as well. And we go on quite well because he used to help us. Ice cream van. I had an ice cream when I got home. I had a Magnum because yesterday my dad got loads of Magnums, like packets of Magnums from the shops as well, because he'd been off to the shops when we got back from the rugby, and he got my bus pass. And yeah, I got home and up the Magnum, and the guy came and sorted out the tumble dryer finally. So the tumble dryer's not making a crazy noise anymore. It's not going to sound like it's going to explode. But yeah, and I saw some of the LSAs that were in work in New Block where I was last year at break and lunch break, and it was so much fun seeing them again and chatting with them. I went to Breen on holiday, and one of the LSAs has a caravan down there, and she saw me at the Wetherspoons that I went to. It was dead fancy, but she didn't come over to me, and I was like, you should have come over. I'd have chatted to you. I love chatting, as you can tell. I can chat for England, and she saw me in my van when we were just leaving, and I was quite tired and stuff, and we were sorting stuff out in the van. So I didn't see her. I'd have got on and talked to her then. But I said we're hopefully going back there and gonna be getting loads of like 3 or 4 of the Euro tents that are inside like caravans, outside like tents that are super cool. And I found out that you can take a portaloos with you because my mum's got bad legs, so she can't walk back and forth from the bathrooms that well. So I found out that you can actually take portaloos. So I cannot wait. See, we've only just got back for a day and we're already planning our next one. But yeah, it was just such a great holiday and I absolutely loved it. Oh, I'm back now. I've got Hercules. I had my Magnum and got in a bit of a mess. Need to get rid of this beard. I'm gonna have a shave tonight because people keep calling me beardy weirdy, but hey, pretty impressive. It's going quite quickly, unlike my brothers. And yeah, my brothers at work. So it's my younger sister, and my dad and my younger brother at work. My older brother's back in uni now, up in Cheltenham, and I am going off now to have my cheese and pickle toasty, a cup of tea, and watch today's Home Away and Neighbours. And cannot wait for EastEnders tonight. It's the start of the explosive week of EastEnders. It's going to be so dramatic, and I cannot wait. I am praying to God that none of my favourites die, because if they do, I will literally be heartbroken. So anyway, I shall see you later. I hope you have had a lovely start to your week and have a lovely week, and I shall see you later. Bye.